Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
So, in the previous class, we saw the incorporation of company. There are 4 stages in the incorporation of company. We saw the first 2 stages. The remaining 2 stages. Page number 264. Stage 3, stage 4. Regarding the incorporation of company, 3rd stage. That is capital subscription. So in the 3rd stage, the first 2 stage, it is common for all the companies, public company, private company and one person company. After the end of the first 2 stages, the private company and the one man company can start the business. They need not to proceed the 3rd stage and the 4th stage. So the public company as well as the company who is having a share capital, the companies are to fulfill the 3rd stage as well as the 4th stage. So in the 3rd stage, the following steps are taken by the promoters. What are the steps? Fulfill the formalities to raise the capital. That means by issue of shares. So issuing of prospectus and raise the capital by way of issue of shares. That is fulfill the formalities to raise the capital. Adhering or following the SEBI guidelines. SEBI, what do you mean by SEBI? Security Exchange Board of India. These are the 11th standard. Follow the guidelines of SEBI. Then issue of prospectus. What do you mean by prospectus? It is an invitation to the public to purchase the shares and debentures. Issuing of prospectus. Then appointing of official banker to receive the application form from the investors. Appointing the official banker to receive application form from the investors. Then fulfillment of the conditions for the valid allotment. So you know the procedure for the allotment of shares. So certain conditions are to be followed for the valid allotment. Then resolutions to be passed for making of allotment. So resolutions are taking of decision in the meeting. So resolution to be passed for making of allotment. Then dispatch of allotment letters to the allottees. Once the shares are allotted to the shareholders, then allotment letters should be sent to the allottees to the post. Dispatch of allotment letters to the allottees. Then filing the allotment return in the register of companies. So after the allotment process is over, and they have to file the return about the allotment of shares with the register of the companies. So 4 points regarding allotment, or 5 points. Then issuing of share certificate for the allotment letters. So 5 points regarding allotment. Number 1, fulfilling the conditions for the valid allotment. Passing of resolution at a meeting for making of allotment. Send the allotment letters to the allottees. Then filing of allotment return to the register of companies. Issuing of share certificate for their allotment letters. And the last one is ensuring the collection of minimum subscription. Minimum subscription means the amount, the share should be allotted to the applicants only after the receipt of minimum number of shares application. That is known as minimum subscription. So these are all the steps are taken by the promoters at the 3rd stage, that is capital subscription. Then 4th stage, commencement of business is very important stage. So according to section 11 or as per section 11, the companies which are having share capital filing a declaration with the register of company. Those companies having a share capital and such companies are filing a declaration registered with the register of companies. The declaration stated that I will explain about every subscriber had paid the value of cash undertaken by him. That means who is called as subscriber? One who is signed in the memorandum of association or articles of association. He is called as subscriber. So minimum how many persons required? 7 persons required to be signed in the memorandum of association. So they have to get qualification share. For the shares, they have to pay the value of shares. Then paid up capital is not less than 5 lakhs in case of public limited company, 1 lakh in case of private limited company. The paid up capital should not less than 5 lakhs. That is more than 5 lakhs. In case of private company, the limit is more than 1 lakhs. Then file with the registrar about the verification of registered office of the company. So regarding the registered office of the company verified by the registrar of companies. So they have to file with the registrar. So this after getting of all such process, the company can start the business or commence the business. So 2 important certificates they have to get. Number 1 is incorporation certificate that should be given by the registrar of company at the first stage. After passing of 4th stage, the certificate will be given by the registrar of company, which is known as commencement of business certificate. After getting of such certificate, the public limited company can start the business. But in case of private company and any company which does not have share capital, they need not to get the commencement of business certificate. Okay. Then next one person company. These are all the things to be followed in case of public company and private limited company. Suppose in case of 1 person company, section 3 subsection 1, the memorandum of association filed by the 1 person company, it indicates the name of the other person with the prior consent in the prescribed form about in the event of death of the subscriber or the 1 person company or incapacity to make contract. In these cases, the other person will file the name of the person filed with the registrar of company at the time of incorporation along with the memorandum of association. I can explain with one example. A is a person, he started one company. So while filing of application form at the incorporation stage, he has to mention the other person. In the event of death of A, or he is an incapable person to make a contract, who is the next person to engage such company? So that is known as other person. He is the other person. So he also filed with the registrar of company at the time of incorporation of company along with the memorandum of association. So it is nothing but just like a nominee. You know the meaning of nominee? Like that. So there is of 1 person company. The next topic is share and share capital. What do you mean by share capital? Share capital means the amount invested by the businessman, which is known as capital. What do you mean by capital? The amount which are invested by the person or individual businessman, which is known as capital. Suppose if the company raised capital through issue of shares, which is known as share capital. Share capital in the sense the company raised the funds for investment by way of issue of shares, which is known as share capital. The share capital may be classified as fixed capital, working capital and borrowed capital. Fixed capital is utilized for the purchase of fixed assets, which is known as fixed capital. Working capital in the sense that amount will be utilized for day-to-day expenses. For example, payment of wages, payment of electricity charges, purchase of raw material. So that are all example for the working capital. Fixed capital is nothing but amount invested on the purchase of fixed assets. Whereas the working capital in the sense which is utilized for day-to-day expenses. Then borrowed capital in the sense by way of issue of debentures. The debenture holders can purchase the debentures from the company. That capital is called as borrowed capital. Okay. Now, section 2, subsection 84. What do you mean by share? Share is nothing but is the share in the share capital of a company. Share in the share capital of a company. For example, the total amount of share capital of a company is 10 lakhs. How much? 10 lakhs. Then the 10 lakhs divided into number of shares, 1000 shares for example. Then what should be the value of one share? Rupees 100. So the total value is called as capital. Amount of capital is 10 lakhs. The number of shares is 10,000. How it comes? One share value equal to rupees 100. Do you understand? What is the share? Come on, tell me why. I explain one more time. The amount of capital is 10 lakhs. Number of shares 10,000. How it comes? The total amount of capital divided by number of shares. You can get the value of share of one share. Okay, understand? Then section 43. As per the section 43, kinds of shares. There are three kinds of shares. Number one, equity shares and preference shares. This will see in the later classes. Okay, so equity shares and preference shares. First of all, see about the equity share. Which shares are not preference shares? All such shares are called equity shares. Those shares which are not preference shares are called equity shares. Or otherwise, the shareholders don't have any right. They do not have any right. The right of payment of dividend or the repayment of share capital at the time of winding up of the company. There are two important things. The shareholders who do not have right to payment of dividends, preferential rights regarding the payment of dividends and the repayment of share capital at the time of winding up. All such shareholders are called as equity shareholders. So in the next class we will see about the preference shares and pledge shares. So with this end of the remaining two stages of incorporation, namely share subscription and the commencement of business. So with this end of the incorporation stage, we will see about the kinds of shares in the next class. Thank you.